High quality education has two meanings. One of them can be derived from UNICEF, where quality education has everything to do with the safe environment, the structure, and the process that you go through. The other one is what we would want to pick up as SPU fraternity, and it is ingrained in our strategic planning. High quality education. It was a very great debate. Why do we say high? Because we want to produce wholesome graduates. We don't only teach the mind. We also have spiritual formation. We have cultural issues, support students, mentoring. We give a very wonderful environment. I don't know whether you'll get any other in Kenya other than Limuru. Cool throughout the year, very good for learning. All our programs are accredited. By being accredited, we are able to have gone through the market trends to make sure that our students, what they are learning is what is applicable in the market. We also do an analysis to find out what the employers need, so that basically anybody who has employed a St. Paulian graduate is a satisfied employer. We train them in leadership qualities. We give them opportunities to lead in clubs, in classrooms, and this can be attested in what has been happening globally. In the last 1 year, all our students who went to compete internationally came back home with awards, whether it was entrepreneurship, like the Hearts Prize, whether it was beauty contest, whether it was just a sports. Our students excel, and that is what you are likely to get if you study in St. Paul's. Basically, in short, that's what we mean by high quality education, that we are training a wholesome student who will go out in all spheres, whether they are religious, in business, even in politics, and come out victorious. Well, we know what Kenya is. Spiritual formation, when the heart is tilted to God, we know they will also exhibit the correct values that we have taught them throughout their stay in St. Paul's University. For money, from a business perspective, means what you're paying for, it is worth what you're getting. But I want to say, in terms of what we offer here, it exceeds what is paid for. We give more than what is paid for. When we are charging the programs, we charge students per unit, but we give them more. Students have found mentors in this university. Students have found an area they can express themselves without fear. We operate an open door policy. So other than optimizing in getting what they came for when they entered our gates, that is coming out with a degree in the area they have applied, and going out being called maybe a holder of a Bachelor of Commerce, Masters in Theology, maybe PhD in Development Studies, they come out with other values that are really wanted, that the world today is crying for. The world today is crying for people who can serve God and humanity without equating it to money. When we think about money also here in St. Paul's University, you'll notice that we offer all the attributes of a private university, but we charge sometimes even less than a public university. So there is value for money for anybody who comes to St. Paul's University. it is very hard to go lay because this is my area of expertise. But I want to say from a layman's perspective, they say that the taste of the food or the pudding is in the person who is eating, not the cook really. So basically, when I go to the market myself, I choose tomatoes, and I believe I am choosing the very best, a farm one, proper color, etc. Not because I grow them, but because I can tell as a layman what is a good tomato. Now, when you come to curricula, basically the very best of what you can get from our offerings is in the books, but also think about the delivery. We have very qualified teachers. That is one of the things that we make sure we have. The quality of the infrastructure, the quality of those delivering, the quality of the students that we get, because we only go up to the minimum which is required. We don't compromise. The quality of our graduates and the processes, especially from the entry point, all the years, year 1 to year 4, or even masters and PhD, and also the rigorous experience that they have to go through. Now, from a professional point of view, of course, we talk about quality indicators as offered by our regulatory bodies, that is the Commission for University Education. We have the IUCA, we have other international bodies, and we try to adhere to that by measuring up to those particular standards. So we have standards that we adhere to, and we also try to go above the standards, because we know we are not just serving man, we are also serving God in whatever we deliver. ISO certification is a qualification that is held up by around 155 countries in the world. It's an international standard qualification. We are very proud that we are going to have it. First, because from research, we have seen that all the institutions that are ISO certified, if they really went through the process, they perform better than those who have not gone through. Whether it is in terms of financial profit making, etc. Because it increases efficiency. It's about processes, a quality management system that helps to enhance the quality of delivery of services. Now, if we think about the 7 principles of the quality management system, especially the 9001 2015, the first one is customer focus. So the stakeholders will be the first people to benefit from it. We think about leadership, relationship management, continue improvement, and this is what we require, especially when it comes to issues competition. We are not the only ones in the education sector. But when you're continually improving, you are not competing against so and so. You are competing against your own standards. You want to be better every day. We believe that our students will be the greatest beneficiary. Like I've said, the first principle is customer focus, and it is also ingrained in our strategic plan as customer-centric value. And therefore, we expect, because of the continuous practice of the QMS, where we exhibit, you can actually predict the outcome when it comes to, if I visit a particular office, if somebody comes to my quality assurance directorate, they can tell what they are likely to receive. And therefore, they can know when they have a proper deal in terms of the delivery of the service. because it's recorded, it is open, it is everyone knows what to expect. And not only that, we want to exceed our own standards by being continually improving. So better every day, and we believe that the beneficiaries are also the stakeholders, not students only, the employees, the neighborhood, the people we serve in terms of call them the council also, when they come in, the passerbys, everybody coming in here, including our sponsors, they should be able to feel a difference in the delivery of services. And it is also possible for somebody to actually ask a question, because it is also more or less like a promise. You can say, you've said you'll do this to me, and therefore it's a room for negotiation and bargain. Yeah. Yes, we are not going to deviate. First of all, I hear that nobody likes, a thief does not like to be seen. We are not thieves in this case, but basically we know that we are not the only people who are interested in quality in this country. Like I said, we have the Ministry of Education, we have UNICEF, we have Commission for University Education, who give the minimum standards. As St. Paulians, we have decided to go beyond the minimum. We have our own standards, and that's why we've even gone to an international standardization. So as a directorate, what we have done is that we have the templates that we will be feeling like every 6 months. We also have the internal quality assurance system in place, which will get the feedback every semester. So in terms of measurements, monitoring, and evaluation of those standards, we ensure that it is not falling below the requirement. That is one. The second one is the kind of motivation that we have on the implementers. You'll notice that St. Paulians as workers, we could be elsewhere, but we choose to be here because we are not just working, we are also serving God. That internal motivation helps us to keep the standards day by day. So we have made a promise by writing up those, the QMS, for example. We have made a promise by being a part of chartered universities, and we are ready to not only fulfill the promise, but go beyond that, because ours is not just what is on paper, but it is what is in our heart.